What's up, fellow RC addicts, enthusiasts, and just overall fans of the hobby? I've got the 2.2 tires that came with the Axial Wraith Spawn, and if you guys have seen any of my videos on that, you know I really do not like these stock tires. They don't get bite on anything. You don't get any flex on the tire walls when you're going over any objects. So went ahead, got some 2.2 Deep Woods. Be switching these out. I didn't get any aftermarket bead locks or anything like that. These ones do have bead locks. They are plastic. It is my daughter's truck, so I figured I'd just keep them the stock plastic ones now. I don't have to worry about gluing or anything or taking them off. That is something else we would like to show, is getting the glued tires off the rim. It's actually pretty easy. I don't have any tires that are glued on right now, or I would show you guys, but let's go ahead and get started mounting up these tires. Pretty simple. Take these off, squeezes on over the tire. And obviously I would prefer an aluminum bead lock, but it's better than the tires being glued on, I think. You just want to get that to sit down in the rim with the bead there. So if you were to be gluing these tires, you'd want this to be sitting up in here and it'd hang over a little bit, but since these are just the bead locks, it actually just gets pinched in there right on that spot. You can see, depending on your tire or the wheel as well, I mean, each bead lock is installed differently. These ones are pretty easy. Just kind of go ahead, go around, move it. And then you also want to make sure that when you're putting these back together, that obviously the outside of the rim is facing the outside, or the colored part of the lettering on the tires, because it'd be pretty frustrating to get everything put together and then realizing that you've got tires on backwards. Make sure you got even gap going all the way around the edge. Push this on the back. Go ahead and start these with a hand screw or hand driver. No, you don't want to tighten it down all the way. You just want to get it started. And then some bead locks I found they're so tight on there that you would have to work your way around and just slowly get the one side you get down. Some of them you can do like this and just do one side or the other. And we just kind of get all those started. Nice and even on both sides. If we were to be gluing these tires, I would have gone and I would have wiped everything down with some like dish soap and degreased everything, but since we're not relying on any kind of a chemical bond, didn't really need to worry about it. I don't know if you notice, I don't think it really applies as much in the RC world, but I kind of like to do the tires up like you would on a full-size car. Go across. And you also want to make sure you're rolling these the correct way. Each tire pattern is going to have its own way. The Deep Woods kind of has the arrow pointing forward, the direction you want to go, so it rolls this way. So that's one done already. These are bead locks, but they also aren't sealed bead locks, so we can't really drive this thing through water or anything, but hopefully break these tires in and do a lot better. Make sure the foam's not in there, or you don't want it bulked up in one area and it'll mess up your drive and make everything all wiggly. So like these bead locks are so easy, you don't even have to keep track of which way's in and out. They're unilateral, so you can just, it doesn't matter. You just have to worry about when you're putting the collars back on. Again, we want to start, make sure we've got the actual rim looking part towards the outside, towards the coloring. Okay, little off topic. Screws staying in there for me. Some people say if you're doing with a bunch of little screws like this, maybe put like a little dab of grease on the end of the screw or the driver so the grease holds the bit on there. I like to take a strong magnet. They actually make tools. You can just slide it through. It's a circle, slides through the magnet, and it magnetizes the tip. But I'll just take this magnet. It's a pretty strong one. Rub it, the driver tips on it. I actually haven't done it with the MIPs yet. So it just gives it enough of that, you know, just to hold it in. As I say it, it falls out. That's how it goes, huh? See, you can see the difference with that. I mean, the MIP, as soon as I turn it upside down, falls right out. Let's see if we can actually show that right now. I have not done that at all to that. You just saw how it falls out easily. Put it on there. Bam, look at that. I was tired of losing screws, and then I was tired of getting my fingers all greasy and everything all greasy from putting little dabs of grease on the tip of the driver to keep the screws from falling out. And then don't know why I never thought of doing the magnet before. Just kind of something we used to do on job sites, and just thought about it here for some reason. Yep, holds that in there just like that. Got one pair of tires set changed out. Let's get the other ones done. Goodbye to these tires, man. Did I just, I don't know, somebody in the comments, if anybody's had luck with these stock Axial, whatever they're, rip saw, let me know if I'm just doing something wrong. But man, I do not like these tires at all. That's kind of the stuff I'm talking about, trying to work it out and move the foam around. But you have to be careful because the foam will tear. And as always, making sure that you're mounting the actual rim side to the outside. Not all the tires have the coloring on one side, so it's kind of nice to do that, because usually you have to look at the direction of the tire, kind of look at it and make sure you don't have, you know, all the tires are going the same direction. So it's actually pretty nice with these Duratrax having the painted one side so you know which way goes out. 3 tires done. All right, folks. Just like that, we've got 4 new 2.2 Duratrax Deep Woods to try out on the Axial Wraith Spawn. Like I said, this isn't typically how easy it is to do bead locks, and I will show you guys how to do if you're going to be gluing the tires on. If anybody else has any tips or tricks that you think would be helpful, or if you think I did something wrong, go ahead and point it out. Like I said, there's no shame in my game, just trying to help everybody else out. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do so. If not, hopefully I'll see you guys out on the trails with these tires. Bear down out.